Yeah. What's up, everybody? Tell me you on my way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Welcome. All right, everybody. Welcome to Info Media Live. Let's get right at it. This is about ID content appeal. Ladies and gentlemen, we know on the YouTube streets, you have people who will take creative licensing at using your content without your permission, without your blessing. There are people that will use your content on the YouTube streets. They will also use your content to dox you. I'm going to keep it real. A lot of these content creators out here are not going to tell you the way I'm going to tell you this, because this is the facts. You have people on YouTube who dox other people. They use your personal information. They use pictures of your family. They use pictures of yourself. They dox your information. They doctor it up and try to make you look bad if there's a beef on YouTube. Then you have people who are using your content creatively to add to their content. Now, usually on YouTube, and we've all done it, we take samples of content to make a point. And that's called fair use 107 fair use. And you'll say, hey, this is for educational purposes, for entertainment purposes, and what have you. And you'll show clips while talking over the clips to give a educational point of view, or you're doing a critique of something. In some cases, that's just fine if you're doing it in that situation, if you're doing it in that fashion, excuse me there. Now, but if you're just blatantly using that person's content completely, you're not giving any real commentary to it, and you're just being blatant in the sense, then it opens the door for there to be a content appeal. And throughout the years, it can be a frustrating process. People wait 30 days to get an answer. People are doing an appeal. People have gotten a claim on their channel and they say, hey, I didn't do anything wrong. This is not copyright, what I showed or what I'm doing. So now you appeal that, or you appeal someone who's making a claim on your channel, and then you're appealing them. You're going against them, making a claim against you. Or there's situations where you have a monetized channel, they have a monetized channel, and you might have used something that came from a channel that was monetized and vice versa. And now you get a letter or an email that says, hey, this is not a copyright strike against your channel, but we're letting you know that you used something in your video, and the people who own that content, they're going to get the revenue from your AdSense. They're going to get the revenue from your monetized channel. And that's only fair. That happens sometimes, but YouTube wants to make it an easier process when it comes to the appeal process of this. Let me put this on the board real quick. So this is about faster content ID appeals on YouTube. Okay. People have been asking for this for a long time. People have been upset. People have been wondering, it's frustrating. It's irritable when you're waiting and waiting and waiting for YouTube to get back to you about something that you're concerned about when someone's using your content, and you're waiting forever and ever and a day. But now YouTube has changed that, and that's why I want to go right here. And I want to read this to you because I think this is very important right here for you to get this information right here. This is part of the content, all right, appeal on YouTube. 1, reducing the content ID appeal process from 30 days to 7 days. We know that waiting on 30 days for review for an appeal is doing a rejected dispute can be frustrating for many content creators. Now the claimants will have 7 days instead of 30 days to review the appeal before deciding whether the request to take down of a video release the claim or let it expire. This is the key thing. If you make a claim, if someone makes a claim that you're using their content, and you make a claim back that, hey, I didn't violate anything, and if they don't answer that claim within a certain amount of time, it expires, and you don't take a hit on that on your channel. Let me break this down some more. So 30 days to review it is now going to 7 days to review before deciding whether to request to take down a video release a claim or let it expire. We hope shortening the time span of the appeals process helps you get claims resolved much faster. So now, from now on, if you got a situation, someone's using your content and now you're making a claim that they're using your content and you want that video taken down, or you want to make sure you reap the benefits of the revenue from that person's channel, which automatically YouTube will do that. If your channel's monetized and their channel's monetized, that person's going to get a claim that's going to be sent to them by email by YouTube, letting them know that you're using stuff in the video that has been monetized by another channel. And now that revenue is going to that channel, which would be your channel in this case. I'm repeating this because this is very important for people to understand how this process works. Let me put this little scale up here for you to get a little better understanding. So now you make a claim, right? There's a dispute. The claimant and that could be you could be the person making a claim or someone making a claim against you. The claimant has 30 days to release or reinstate the claim. So so people have the option. Sometimes people will say, oh, nah, forget about it. I don't want to go through this. It ain't worth the stress. It ain't worth the trouble. Or people can reinstate a claim against someone, okay, who's using their content. Okay, then you have the appeals process. The new claimant has 7 days to release the claim or request it to be taken down. This is right here what I just stated before, but this is just to reinforce the process again. And then, of course, you see the logo for takedown. Let's go into number 2 of this situation. Number 2. Escalate to appeal. Options for block claims will allow creators who are eligible to appeal to skip the initial dispute steps and move straight to the appeal stage. Since block claims are especially disruptive for the monetization of your channel and building your audience, we can create this new option for you, ladies and gentlemen. New option, which will allow you to get a quicker answer about your claims for videos that are blocked and avoid the lengthy dispute process, ladies and gentlemen. What I'm saying to you in a nutshell, look, when you're on YouTube, you're going to have situations where people are going to make a claim on content that you might have used. You might have made a mistake and you might have used some type of content or video or some footage in your video that is actually owned by somebody else, but you thought it wasn't. And then later on, they send you that email and they say, well, if you want to appeal this situation, because you say, well, no, I have the right to using this because I put in my video fair use. Or I've had situations, I'll tell you a personal one right now. I've had a situation where I've used copyright music and then they'll send me a message and say, oh, there's a copyright claim to this. And then I say, no. I haven't violated anything because I own the licensing rights to that music because I'm using a particular website. I pay a particular fee that allows me to use this, and they'll ask for certain information in the appeal. And what I do, I show them the licensing ID that I'm using or what the link, whatever it is in the site that I'm using that gives the proof that I can use that music. Next thing you know, it gets cleared up. The copyright strike or the strike or the potential strike or the revenue that's going to that individuals or individual entities is now coming back to me because I have the proper paperwork in order to have the licensing for that content. Okay. So that's very important that happens. That can happen to you. So you want to be, this is a big deal, ladies and gentlemen, to be able to appeal, faster and more efficiently for users. So I think it's a big deal. Let's go into this area right here, which is the screen. So as I said before, you have the claim, you have the dispute, new options for blocking claims only going up to where it says the appeals, which is now 7 days. I'm repeating that because this is very important. Here's another area to look at, and that's the area before that I showed you before. Now, what I also want to do is that this is important for you to also know before I get out of here with this video, and I hope everybody out there is doing great. And this here, now, this new escalate to appeal option, which is only for block claims, will also fall under, check this out, under new 7-day review. So if you're trying to block someone's claim against your channel or someone else is blocking your claim, they now have 7 days. It goes under a 7-day review. It's a faster, more efficient situation in this case. OK, now for appeals. So this means that the full content ID dispute process for blocking claims, which previously took you 60 days, will no longer exceed 7 days if they use the escalating to appeal the options. OK, when you appeal the claimant will either release the claim or submit a copyright takedown request for your video. If that takedown request is valid, your video will be removed and your channel will get a copyright strike, ladies and gentlemen. This is very important, okay? Please keep this in mind. When you decide whether to dispute or escalate the appeal, meaning you're gonna push it further, you open the door to a few things, but you better make sure that what you're appealing, you stand on firm, and I say firm ground. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. The dispute appeal are only intended for cases where you have all the necessary rights to that content. So if you make an appeal and you don't have any proof of having access to that control or a license to that content, or you own that content, or you've been given permission by someone who owns the content, then you're gonna lose your appeal badly. It can mean bad things for your channel. You're gonna get a legitimate strike at that point in time. Okay, so this is very important, necessary that you know that you have the right to that content in your video. For example, listen to me, folks. Here, your licensed content from the owner, you believe your use qualifies you for the exception to that copyright. Like fair use. I said that before. So if you say fair use, and you're doing a educational content and a breakdown and assessment of something, then that might hold in your favor. So the importance of copyright, like fair use or fair dealing, you can check your eligibility, okay, folks, to the use to appeal on your channel's features. Meaning the channel feature page. And if you're not eligible, ladies and gentlemen, this is very important too. I'm gonna tell it like it is. If you're not eligible, you may need to complete a one-time verification before you can appeal. And note that this has been rolling out. This has started rolling out. It's rolling out, ladies and gentlemen. YouTube is rolling this out and they're updating it. And you need to be aware of these policies. Creators will expand to more creative creators over a period of coming months. So this is a slow roll. It's rolling out, and you'll start seeing this option when you try to appeal a faster option in these situations. We're not dealing with 60 and 30 days anymore. Now you got a 7-day review. That's more efficient and easier for you to have less stress in this process. So I would say, everybody, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in the description of this video so that you get the full policy laid out, broken down for you to read for yourself personally, so that you can utilize this when the time comes in this situation. This is very important. I appreciate you all listening to this video. This is Info Media. You have a great day, great evening, no matter where you are in the world. Come on back, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification. You know how we do it over here on this channel, as I'm going to get ready to put something on the screen, because you know how we do it. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Make sure you make a comment, subscribe if you're getting value from this video. The YouTube streets are tough and heavy. A lot of things go on, but having this system is a way for you to protect yourself as a content creator. And you also protect yourself against people who make a claim against you that is not a legitimate claim because you didn't do anything wrong. You know, when we're out here doing YouTube and creating content, we're pondering, we're sitting here in the window and we're looking, we're saying, hey, what is going on? And because you never know where claims can come. So everybody, take care of yourself and peace.
Information is power.
Baby, gon' take a shot if you want to. I'ma pull up on the spot, I'll be on my way. Know you going through a lot, let me come through. We can chill for tonight, I'll be on my way.
Man, please make sure to subscribe to his channel.
I'll be on my way. I'll be on my way.
Tell the truth.
Take a shot